Peter, how big a win is that one today?
I think it's the manner in which we've won. I think I was on here after we played East Fife up there, and I was really disappointed in the way in which we conducted ourselves today. We won battles all over the park, a lot more physical, because East Fife throw everything at you, and with the big guys that they have, you have to win the first ball, the second ball, and even the third ball. Today we did that, but added to it our quality in the passing and how dynamic we were in attacking, and we won 3-0, but it could have been 5-6, even more, if we had taken our chances, and that's being greedy. So it's a big win, but I think the manner in which we've won against a good side, we've had some good results, so it's pleasing.
And of course, to get 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes as well kind of just set things off, didn't it?
It does. We know ourselves when we conceded against Peterhead in the first minute away from home. It then became very difficult, and we made that very difficult for East Fife today. They have to come out, and I thought we opened them up, really well in that first half. Just we didn't take those extra opportunities. Now today, it was because the keeper made saves, whereas last week we were complaining about not hitting the target. Today we've hit the target on, I think, 7 or 8 different occasions. Probably one in the second half where we don't. Reece Lyon misses, he's 2 or 3 yards out and he misses, and a really gilt-edged chance to put the icing on the cake, really. But we still need to be taking those chances. If it was 0-0 and that happens and we miss, it could cost you. So good today, but we still could be a little bit better.
That third goal as well, though, just kind of kills it off, doesn't it? Because 2-0, we know what kind of scoreline that is. So the third goal just...
Yeah, but I'd still take being up 2-0 in any game. But yeah, if I think East Fife started piling a bit of pressure on and trying to... I don't think they ever really had any chances that Ross Stewart had to make saves with. But they started piling more balls into the box. We had to defend the box really well. If they get one goal back, it's then a question of, confidence from our guys. Does it drop? From their guys, does it lift? And then a bit of quality. But we managed it really well. Defended excellently. Thought Matty and Jack at the back against 2 6'3", 6'4" strikers, and Nathan Austin initially did really well aerially on the ground. But that's the platform. And then the midfielders, I thought Jack Stott and Benji in there initially like to give us that protection. Excellent. And Reece Lyon and Curtis, Reece was picking up everything in the little pockets. I thought really good. And then we had the wide players where Kai was a foil for us to get out counter-attacking all day. But Liam on the other side of that scores a goal and gets an assist. So it's a good day all around. And then we also have Xander McKenzie, young player we brought in at right back, had to shift him to a different position and brought Niall on. And Niall's acquitted himself really well as well. So it's a good day all round. But I still think that last 15 minutes, if we are braver in possession to keep the ball, although fans want us to go and score 4, 5, 6, but if we're braver in possession to kill it, we don't then leave ourselves open to the game going to and fro like it did last week against Inishmuir. Other things we can be nitpicking at to improve on. But that's on top of a 3-0 win, so you've got to be happy with that.
It was a very solid team performance, and it was hard to pick a man of the match. It was Liam. He got a goal and an assist today. Just how important for his confidence was that today? I know you've said in the past that his performances have been there and his quality's there and he gets a hard time, but I just felt today he kind of stepped it up once he got that.
Yeah, he did, because their left back Peggy plays quite high, so there's spaces in behind which we exploited really well. But hopefully Liam doesn't need the confidence. Earlier on the week he was second in assists in the league. Don't know what he is today with that extra assist, and then he gets a goal. So he shouldn't be low on confidence. I think Liam's carrying a little bit of knocks because he gets smashed left, right and centre from teams, and he needs to be protected a little bit more from referees. But it's obviously going to help his confidence, but I don't think he needs any little bit extra to give him confidence, because he's a really good player, believes in himself, trains every day, even though he's got the knocks, and he showed what he can do.
And you touched on it briefly about Matty and Jack. Some of the challenges they were putting in today is like what you really want to see from your centre halves.
I think, Jack Hanna, a couple of slide tackles that he put in today, and the fans are up giving him a big cheer. You know, that's what they love to see. And then right in the end, near the opposite side of the pitch, when the game's getting a bit to and fro, Matty Douglas goes into a full-blooded tackle with McKenna, who was a foil. You know, he's really good. Matty just takes him out with the ball, really clean challenge, but hard. And as I said, it felt like we won those majority of battles all over the park. Now, that's really good for us, but obviously East Fife, that's what they normally do to every team. They win the battle, they win the second balls, they hurry you and rush you, but I thought we got our tactics really well today, and the players performed within what we were asking to do, you know, with exploiting areas which we asked them to, and it worked really well. And then Kurt just coming back in and getting his goal, delighted for that. There's just a really sore one probably today for Freddie O'Donoghue, who I left out, but last week he was excellent. Got a standing ovation from the fans when he went off, but it's a decision a manager has to make, and it worked out well for me today.
Taylor Charters having to go off. What's the situation with Taylor?
Taylor said he just, when he was sprinting back one time, he felt a little bit of a nip of his hamstring. That Taylor's had, I think, it's either 5 or 7 hamstring injuries prior to coming to the club, and he just felt a little tweak around about the same what he's had previously, so I think he got a bit worried. So it's a good precaution that we took him off, and just because we're low on those defenders at the minute, you know, we managed to move it around a little bit. And as I said, Niall Rogerson comes in. He's a centre back where he's grown up playing, but we put him on at right back, and I thought he was really, really good. Excellent again. Will
you get a chance on Tuesday night to play with some of these youngsters again?
Well, I'm not going to name my team.
No. Okay.
No, but yes, he will, because we've picked up an injury, so we're going to be having to call on the same group of players, really. So Niall, again, in the last cup game against Stranraer, I thought Niall was our man of the match, and you know he's been led in ever so slightly, and he will have grown with confidence. He's a player that, you know, I think he'll have grown with confidence, especially now playing in right back. He's got the 2 centre backs beside him that'll be talking to him, and he'll gain experience with that way. So it can only be a good thing for Niall, but it's up to him now for his level of performance, and if he keeps it up, see where he goes.
This game is the last of the league games, if you like, so out to win it to make sure you get through to the next round. Yes,
we are, because we want to win every game, but as I said, we've got a small squad with a few injuries. We had the lone players getting injured, and Cian Leslie got called back for a few weeks because of Kilmarnock's injury problems as well. So we're quite short on numbers. So we obviously want to go out and win it, but we can't take any chances with our players. So it might be that we need a couple of the younger ones to come in and be available, whether they play or not. That's another thing. But I think when you look at the Cup League, the KDM Cup League, needs 5 other teams to win and beat their opposition, and for one of the B teams to score so many goals, so we're effectively through at the minute. But you know, I never know in football.
You want to obviously win every game, and keep this momentum going as well is important too.
You do, but I've always said that the league is the most important. League is the most important. We should hopefully have, you know, maybe another player back next week that's been out injured. We'll have to see, but then it depends on what we pick up on Tuesday. But the lads, I thought our players gave everything today, covered a hell of a lot of distance. A game like that today, you're going to pick up bumps and bruises, because it is a really physical and raw game. So we'll just have to see how everybody is Monday.
It's another one of these B teams who we don't really know much about, but I'm assuming that, same as you, that it'll be same as Hearts and Rangers. And
yeah, you've got young players that want to make it in the game, and they'll run around with bundles of energy all night, and we just need to make sure that we control the game if we can, and be right up for it. But also, those young players probably aren't used to the physical side of it, so we've now got better at that. So can we put that physical side onto it as well, and see if we can get a good result?